They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Ware. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try the air now with Watson. They'll leave this for Ware. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Tackled that time by Derek Hall. A run here with Chestnut. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Loose inside the 30. He's got room to roam. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll run for it. Langford. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And down to the 36-yard line here. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson changing the play. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Ready? Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll give Henry another shot. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Dumps that off to Ware. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break. Watson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete here.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
From the gun, he'll hand this. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Dolphins have got it. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned. Out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Henry up the middle. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Elijah Higgins from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
58, come on. Pick me up. Here we go. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 108 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Again, it's Henry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Inside handoff, Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a handoff to Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
52's the mic. Mike 52, Mike 52. Man, let's get some penetration here.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cole Kmet from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Watson now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Watson. He's got it. This is Ware. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now he's going to swing this one out. Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Henry again on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
A give to Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. To throw is Watson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Watch the curls. Mike 52. Watch the pass.
Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Wilson wants a different look.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reese. On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs.